A simple definition of architecture is the art of designing a building. That's really what it comes down to, is how a building comes together. I mean, anybody can say that I can put together a building, but will it really work? Will the circulation work? Will it meet the code, the code requirements? Can people be able to use this building and be comfortable in it? Will the circulations work? And there's just so many things that need to be kept in mind, and there needs to be an expert that is able to help you with it. You know, I think that in other professions, for example, medicine, can we medicate ourselves? Of course we can. But can we give ourselves the right medication? Can we give ourselves the right diagnosis? Have the right experience to be able to give that right diagnosis? Experience and training and credentials to be able to give the proper diagnosis, right? I mean, can we do our own taxes? Of course we can do our own taxes, but are we experts at doing our own taxes? Can we go to court without an attorney? Of course we can. But do you want to succeed at all these activities? You know, if you want to succeed, well, you bring in an expert. Same thing in architecture. You bring in an expert to design your building. But anybody can do that, or at least try it. You know, I've seen a lot of people try it and failed miserably. Maybe not in their eyes, but, you know, a lot of them people have. So that is why an architect is advisable in the design of buildings. To me, there's always been an utmost respect for the profession. I think understanding the route and the path, the roads that an architect needs to travel to become an architect, I think is commendable. It's very, very demanding. And the preparation is tremendous, what is required to do that. You know, being in the field and being committed to the field, I think deserves a lot of respect for those that practice it, for those that exercise their choice in becoming an architect. So for me, it hasn't changed very much. And in fact, as I get older, I appreciate it even more. Well, I think that if we try to compare it with other practices, let's call medicine, law, accounting, those professions are traditional professions that require a tremendous amount of training, education, exposure, experience. There is a training that makes that profession well-rounded, and there is no exception in architecture. The commitment is really, really big. From an educational standpoint, where you're required to have a professional degree, to internships, and then licensure, preparation to become licensed, taking the exam. It's all requirements that are very demanding, just as it is in becoming a doctor and passing the bar exam to become a lawyer. All of this is what forms a good professional. It's no different in architecture. You know, I think that a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't know that. And it's unfortunate, but certainly commendable for all of those people that have become architects.